Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. My name is Angela and this is Angela in Reselling, and it has been a hot minute since I have been on YouTube. I am so sorry, I just kind of fell off. First of all, happy 2023. It is February 1st when I'm filming this, and 2023, and I'm so sorry I just fell off. For those of you returning, welcome back. Thank you for sticking with me. And for those of you who are new, hi, welcome. Thanks for finding me. So I am a reseller, and I used to consider myself full-time because that's been my main income, but I was watching Chris and Daily Refinement. I love him. And he was talking about reselling, and so if you go by those standards of he talks about how much he makes, how much he lists per day, I am definitely not a full-time reseller right now. Just because my life's a little crazy like everyone else's. So I'm actually considering, I'm going to actually drop the bar a little bit because I think I was holding myself to those standards, and when I wasn't reaching things, I was feeling like a failure and bad and all those things. So you know what, I'm going to consider myself right now part-time reseller in a hobby level, even though it's my full-time income. So some things that even people that have watched me before may not know is, so I have a 10-year-old son. He is fantastic, but he does have medical issues. And then my dad passed away last year. He had been on dialysis. And so a big part of why I do what I do and try to resell is to have more time with my family, to take them to appointments and deal when things come up and all that jazz. Something else people may not know is about 2 years ago, my mom, during the COVID pandemic, was diagnosed with liver cirrhosis due to a fatty liver, and she is actually on the transplant list for the University of Washington, which is amazing. She got accepted the first go around, and so she had some episodes where she had ammonia buildup, so she isn't able to drive. So my brother and I share in helping take her to appointments and different things. But a big part right now of why I do what I do is my family, because A, I want to spend time with them and get as much time possible, and B, I need to be there to support them. And not only that, myself, I have some health issues. So I took off, I think the last time I made a video was in November. And so this video, basically, for you wondering what's going on, is I'm just coming back to say, hi, I'm back. For now, we'll see how long, right? Anyway, good morning. I have my coffee. I love Disney. My Disney mug here. So we'll have a little quick chat of where I was and why I disappeared. So the last few months of 2022 kicked my bottom. In December, we had an ice storm that destroyed my fence, my freezer and fridge. It blew it out, and something happened. I guess it didn't have a surge protector or something. Blew it out, destroyed it. My husband's car didn't start, so we had to take care of that. It was an extra expense we didn't know. What else happened? One of our other little things got destroyed by branches, so it was like rough. And then my son at his break got sick for the whole time during winter or midwinter, the holiday season break. And then I got sick, my husband got sick. My mom, after in January, ended up in the hospital for a little bit, on and off. And then I haven't been feeling great either. My back's been hurting. I've had so I have 4 kidney stones. I don't want them blasted out unless I absolutely have to. I'm going to try to pass them on their own, and they're fine as long as they're not being irritated or trying to get stuck. So we're keeping an eye on those, but I just haven't felt great, and to be honest, I have anxiety and other things, so I just kind of been, to be honest, a mess for the last few months, and I needed just to focus on getting my business kind of organized and what I wanted for the year, and get the house organized. And I've changed up a whole bunch of stuff since, if you are returning, since that, yeah, I've redone lots of stuff. So I can't wait to talk about those changes and show them to you. I'll do a couple in this video. Like one thing, I used to have in my office a lot of things that were I used that as a storage place for items to sell that I had on. And one of the big things I've changed is I've gotten everything except for a few items in the closet and in this shelf. Everything else that's in my office is unlisted items. And I added a shipping desk in here. And then I moved all my stuff out to that shed that I have on my property to try the things that I've listed to give me more space to work in here. Because what would happen was I would have everything all over the house. And when I was off work, which you're never off work, but I try now to better schedule my time, because when you're constantly at home and you live and work at home and everything's everywhere, you feel like, I mean, it's hard enough to feel like you have time off even when you're done, like you can turn it off for the day. And I couldn't do that, especially when there was things all over, like in the living room, in the game. Like, it was just too much for my brain to turn off and say, okay, Angela, it's okay not to do this right now. It's 7 o'clock at night. You're done for the day with your work. So I wanted everything to be in my office, and I didn't have the space when I had all my storage stuff for things I had listed in here for all my inventory. So that was one change I made that I'm really happy with. If I want to take stuff out and go work in the living room and then bring it back, I can. But at the end of the day, I want everything in this office. I don't want to see it in the rest of my house. And that has been really big for me mentally. Let's see. Another change is I'm tracking things a lot better. So let's see if I can turn you around to my this is my shipping desk over here. So I have two desks. I have my dad's desk that I do all my other stuff on. So I'm compartmentalizing, and that feels better for me in my life right now, is to compartmentalize things, because my brain is on overload and I need that physical. I'm a very visual person. I need that physical representation of compartmentalizing my life right now. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm gonna move you here. But, okay, so this is my, okay, so that's my shipping desk right here, and I've got my computer, I've got my pens, I've got all my stuff, and then I move my shipping, like, supplies here, and then the boxes are still in that other utility room up there, because that's just a perfect place for them. But, I'm going to show you the rest of my shipping station. Okay, so I have a tracker here now that I'm gonna do, and I have it on a spreadsheet after I'm done for the month. So this is February 1st. We just finished January, so I have to add the two things here. But on this whiteboard, I am tracking, and I like things to be really usable and up on the wall so I can just quickly get it expo and mark it. That seems to be the better thing for me. There's my Rolo. I love my Rolo. So I put the current month, and I'm tracking on here how many items that I sold, and how much I made, not profit, but just how much gross for the day. And I did not put my store on hold this time throughout the holiday season. Usually I did that the last few weeks of December and took a vacation, but I didn't do that. I left it on, but I hadn't listed anything. So it's kind of like I just started listing. My goal is 10 a day. But that's a lot of items. So, and then with my mom going to the hospital it turns out I didn't really list much at all in January. So these numbers are awful, but it is what it is, and I need to know what's going on. So I put the number, I circled the number of how many I sell, and then what's the total for the day gross that I've made. And then I keep this in a spreadsheet so I can start comparing. So that's one thing I track. I also have, here's my inspiration board. Some little tchotchkes, and I got this on Amazon. It's like a expo roll that you can put up, and I put my priorities. So I want to list 10 on eBay, and I want to get up to $20 plus shipping, sale price, average sale price. I mean, minimum. Not there, I'll show you that in a minute, but I do invoicing for a piano company. I want to start selling. I got approved on Whatnot, so I'm going to start selling on Whatnot. I do just between friends consignment sales when they come up in my area when I can, which are amazing. I am thinking about starting doing some Koji products for tracking for resellers and businesses. And I'm going to start doing, I've been watching and doing budgeting in my personal life, like zero-based budgeting. And I love that. And I think that's something I'm going to start here on this channel, is showing people how to do that for their business. I'm doing YouTube. I want to start doing more posts on Instagram, get a PO box, and start a Roth IRA or an IRA of some kind. Retirement. So those are my goals. I love this. 80% of success is just showing up. How true, right? Anyway, I also track some basic things. I put the date, so average daily items sold, and so I just did this quickly. The numbers are horrible, but anyway, average total sold daily. So here's my, I'm building up from baby goals. These are my baby goals, and then every time I hit them, I'll increase them. So these are my goals on this side, and then this is on this side is what's actually happening. So average daily items sold. I would like to have 8 and 248 at the end of the month. So right now it's happening. I'm selling about 3 a day, and by the time the month comes around, I should have 93. That's not where I want to be, but you have to know where you are before you can get to where you need to go, right? So my goal is $154, an average sold daily, and that's gross. Monthly at like 4,800. But what's happening right now, actually this is lower. Again, this was about $51 a day and $1,603. My profit's about, I would like 78 minimum, and this profit, but this is actually what's happening. $25.50 a day profit and $801 for the month, which is, this is worse than I've ever done. But again, January didn't list much at all, so I guess I'll just take it and be happy. So I would like to have average listed per day. I like to do 10, so 310 items for the entire month. Right now I listed about 3-ish, and that was not even every day. I'd like to sell, ship out 10, shipping out about 3 a day. I'd like to have an average 20 plus shipping. That's just to start for my first goal, but it's 15.10 right now, and that's including shipping, which is horrible. But at least I'm tracking these things. And I wanted to show you, I was trying to pull out 310 items. This is, to really see per month, this is only 100 items. Isn't this crazy? Because I'm an everything seller right now, but this is 100 items. And I was watching Daily Refinement, and I realized I can't put myself into that because my situation is different. I'm at hospitals a lot sometimes, or appointments, and I need to be able to work wherever, and to do 10 a day, and I need to kind of think outside the box because I'm not home all the time, and then sometimes I'm just so exhausted and worn out. So instead of trying to do 10 a day, I'm like, okay, I want to get 3, I'm going to work differently. I'm going to say, okay, I need 310 items that I want to have listed every month. So my first thing I'm going to do, I realize if I take pictures of everything first and get 310 items drafted, I can work anywhere. And even if I don't get up 10 a day, sometimes maybe I'll get 20, 30. I know that eBay likes consistency, but I know this is not working. So if I try something different, maybe I'll get different results. So my goal is I'm going to try, the first thing I do in the month is going to be picture 310 items, take pictures, because then as long as I have those in measurements, I can work anywhere and launch drafts and do all that. So I'm going to try that. That's how I'm going to, change it up right now. Okay, so these are things here that I don't have listed. This is my office. These are things I have listed. Everything in my closet's been listed. And then, so I also track what I've listed on eBay. So you can see I did really good from the 12th as far as keeping track of stuff. You can see 0, 0. I listed a couple of those days and how much they I initially listed them for. And then you can tell when my mom went to the hospital because everything fell off. So I only had 1, 2, 3, 4 days where I listed anything in January. So considering I've had $801 in profit and I didn't list anything, I'm going to consider that good for now and go from there. And I'm going to try this new method of doing pictures first. Not worry about listing. Do pictures of 310 items. Work backwards. So we'll see how it goes. And then that's where I put my stuff when I get it. That's all my fun little knickknacks. And then down there are the boxes of things that I still have that are listed. But those are the only things I've listed. That in my closet. And then there's my messy desk. So, and then this is going to be my whatnot station when I get that up and running. So, there you have a tour. Okay, so there you have it. That is quite a few changes since the last time you saw me. And there's a bright bulb here. I'm sorry, guys. There. Okay, so anyway, I hope you enjoyed seeing I worked really hard even though I wasn't on YouTube and I took time off as far as listing. I did work really hard to try to get things moved out of here and organized into the other shed area, and I'm going to be revamping. I'm going to start adding my son on as a shipper to help me ship and teach him how to do all that. So that's one of the things I can farm out to him, give him some money, and that would free me up for other stuff. But I just started training him yesterday. So, so anyway, I'll let you know how the working backwards goes for me. And yeah, so that's where we are. If anybody's interested, I'm also trying, one of my goals for the year personally is to lose weight. I'd like to lose 50 pounds. And I'm cooking more to help save money and health. So I'm doing a lot more home cooking and I'm enjoying it. So I think I might start a different channel as well as having this one. I'm going to start a cooking channel of healthier foods, homemade foods, but I like comfort food. So I'm going to choose those pieces that are really tasty and filling and make me happy, but also maybe don't have as many calories as other things. So if you're interested in that, stay tuned. When I create that channel, I will put a link or the information if you're interested in checking that out as well. And like I said, one thing I'm going to add to this channel, I used to do a lot of unboxings. I'm still going to do some of those when I get them, but right now I have a lot of inventory, so I'm trying to save money and get rid of my death pile first before I buy other stuff. So you won't see that kind of stuff or like shopping or hauls for a while, probably for a couple months, just because I want to get rid of and get everything listed that I have already. But those will be coming back when I do get a chance. I'm also going to start showing budgeting for the business, zero-based budgeting for our business in binders. So if that's something you're interested, make sure you subscribe and check out my channel later. Hit the bell notification so when I do a video comes out, you know it's there. Hit the like button if you like this content. Please leave a comment. I'd love to chat with you. And other than that, I hope you're having a wonderful morning, noon, or night whenever you are watching this, and I will see you on the next video. Bye-bye.